What's up, YouTube? Back with another for your mother. So can we first get into this wig, darling? I have gotten so many compliments. I don't just wear like the European style, silky straight, or, you know, I decided to get a more natural, coarse, you know, my real hair texture. This is my actual hair right here, sticking out. I've gotten so many compliments like, oh, you take such great care of your hair, and baby, this is a wig. This is a wig, honey. I'm not ashamed to say. They're like, oh, don't tell anyone else that. But anywho, so let's get into this story time, right? So I don't even know where to begin because it's so much foolery. But if you read the title, I went to Houston with a stranger. Yeah, not clickbait at all. I definitely went to Houston with a stranger. So this is how I went, okay? You know, a few months ago, I went to Essence with my mom, right? She had met a mother-daughter duo, which reminds me of my mom and myself, except they drink, to put it mild. Like, they drink and turn up and hang out. My mom, you know, I said it a million times, my mom does not drink, never have drank, you know, since I've been on this earth. I don't know what she did in her past life before pre-Kayla, but, you know, she doesn't drink or anything like that. So, you know, she definitely has a good time. We're definitely the life of the parties. We're both Aries. So, you know, it is like that. But it's like there's a few similarities, but huge differences, if you know what I mean. Because if you know a drinker, not a drinker, but a drinker, they can drink from sun up to sundown. Okay, so anyway, fast forward, my mom had met them. I literally met them on the last day before we were leaving New Orleans, however you say it. The last day, just randomly in the elevator, and then we end up hanging out with them and going to like this cute little museum and, you know, whatever. The daughter currently lives in Denver, Colorado, and the mom still resides in, like, I don't know, Mississippi, Alabama, somewhere, because they're Southern. They're Southern folk, but the daughter branched off and did her own thing. So she just randomly called me up, you know, because we don't talk at all, for real. Like, we don't talk like that. You know, we exchanged numbers and stuff like that to keep in touch. You know, we have similar builds, whatever. She's statuesque, tall, thin, blah, 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 cute, party girl. So she just randomly called me and was like, what are you doing? Do you want to come to Houston for my birthday? I said, absolutely. Okay. Why not? I don't have any friends here like, I don't hang out, like, I don't really go out in the city. The city's trash. I don't have a regular group of people that I go out with. Why not? I'm not doing anything. If I can find, again, an affordable ticket, then I'm game. I'm down. And that's exactly what I did. But rewind. I was like, well, you know, what all am I going to have to come up with? Because, again, limited funds, limited budget. You know, I still have a child. This girl doesn't have any kids, you know, whatever. And she's like, oh, well, just, you know, just pitching on the Airbnb, because we were supposed to stay at an Airbnb, and your flight, and that's it. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, you know, tell me how much it is so I know in advance, you know, whatever. So the total was, I was supposed to pay give her 100, and it was going to be like 150 per person, because she was also inviting like her different friends and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I will give you half the money at the end of the week when I get paid, and the other half before I come, whatever, get paid. But so I'm so excited, you know, I'm just excited to meet new people and have new friends and blah, blah, blah. Because like I said, I don't have any really. That's a whole different video. But, so I shoot her, I was like, you know, what's your cash app, blah, 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 blah. She gave me that information. Then I shoot her the information, shoot her the cash app. But then I started thinking like, now at this point, I've already purchased my ticket, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, girl, you don't know her. You don't even know her last name. And at this time, you only know her nickname. I didn't even know her full name. And I'm just like jumping out the window. That's the problem with Aries sometimes. We are so spontaneous. We will just jump out the window, like caution to the wind, you know? So I get to talking to my mom. My mom's like, have you talked to her? I was like, no. So then I'm like, do you think she scammed me? You think she got out on me? Because I don't just have money to just throw away, but I was so excited. I've never been to Houston before, you know, blah, blah, blah. My mom was like, no, you know, call her or text her or blah, blah, blah. So now I'm anxious, like, hold up. Did she get out on me? Like, and there's nothing I can do. Guess what, baby? Regardless if I talk to her ever again or not, I was going to Houston because the ticket was paid for. Now, where I was going to stay once I got there, I don't know, but I was going to Houston. Like, that ticket wasn't just going to waste. I didn't get a refundable ticket, so I was going to Houston one way or another, okay? So I'm like, my mom was like, well, I mean, if push comes to shove, I'll go with you. We'll figure it out. That's gang, gang. Gang, gang. Like, my mom is my rider. Like, she's just like, okay, let's hope not, because I would hate to have, you know, but if that's what it is, that's what it is. So I'm like, okay. So then I text her, and I was like, you know what? I'm not sending the other half of the money, because if this is a scam, if I done got hoodwinked and bamboozled, I'm not about to do that. I should have broke it down in 3 installments. But anyway, so fast forward to, you know, I tried to converse with her a little bit, like, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And she's obviously, or maybe because we're not friends like that, but she's so slow to respond to texts and stuff like that. So I'm really like on pins and needles, anxious. I didn't even tell anybody I was going. You know, the few people that I do talk to, I didn't tell anybody I was going, because I'm like, if I got scammed, that is embarrassing. And they're going to be like, girl, you always going something crazy. Like, Chop always around with strangers. I'm like, God, that's why I say God has covered me, okay? Like, serious moment. God has covered me. So, come to the day, I get there. Now, I'm very communicative. Is that the word? Is that how you pronounce it? I have to look that up. I'm a communicator. I'm going to tell you boom, 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 boom. Like, I'm organized. You know, that's the Aries in me. My mom was in the military. She instilled that in me. It just is what it is. So I said, okay, because I had a layover, because that was the cheaper flight. I'm like, all right, so I'll be in Houston, blah, blah, blah time. I talked to her when I landed at my first stop. I only had one stop, but, you know, at my first stop, and was like, okay, I'm going to be getting on a flight. I'm going to get there at this time. So if I tell you I'm going to get there at this time, baby girl, I expect you to be at the airport, or I'm wondering what's going on. So I get to the airport. This is in Houston, and I text her. No response. I'm like, because my mom's not with me, so I'm going to have to figure it out. So I'm just like, okay, yeah. So then I call her. What's good? What's going on? And she's like, oh, you're here already. Yes, sis. I told you what time exactly. I was keeping in contact with you every step of the way. I'm boarding. I'm getting, you know, we're still taxiing to the gate. We didn't quite get there, but we landed. You know, I'm telling you, keeping you abreast of everything that's going on. So she's like, oh, okay. Oh, there's so much going on. There's so much going on, but I'll fool you. I'm just like, whoa, like, what is this so much that's going on? The foolery. I hope this is not a determining factor of how the trip is going to run, because there's so much going on. But so she's like, you might have to get an Uber, or if not, I'll try to come. Like, it's just too much back on. I'm gonna call you back in 5 minutes. And what? I don't like that, because if it was me, I'd have been at the airport waiting. You told me what time, I'm there. You know, especially in a large city like that, it's going to be traffic and stuff like that. So now I'm getting anxious again. Like, human trafficking is real. Sex trafficking is real. And I'm on the phone with my mom every step of the way. I was actually talking to my ex as well while I'm out there or whatever. He had his issues with his own trip that he was, it was just all this weird energy going on, right? So I'm just like, oh my God. What if this ain't even her? Nah, I'm in human trafficking. I don't know where I'm at. You know, all of these emotions, but I'm still like, whatever. Like, I'm such a go with the flow type of person. I'm so spontaneous. I'm just like, whatever. So she finally, I can't even tell you how long I was at the airport. She was like, I'm gonna just give you the edge. Like, she was just talking in circles to me. And after figuring out, she probably was drunk after she got all her stuff in the trunk. I mean, in the trunk and in the back seat, balloons, you know, the wine, the champagne for the mimosas, cause you know, it's supposed to be like a lit weekend. And I'm like, what's going on? Girl. Anytime somebody tell you, girl, you're just like, this can't be good. Now, I don't know her well enough to know if this story was fact or fiction. But I knew I wasn't giving another red cent. I knew that. So, long story short, we end up not staying at an Airbnb. Cool. House it is, the female, she didn't even stay there. It was her mama's house, and basically, she just does whatever she wants. That's like the party house. She said that out her own mouth. At her mother's house, the cousin stayed there, so it was me, the girlfriend that I went for the birthday, and a male cousin and his male friend. So it's 4 of us in the house. The house was like a 4-bedroom house. So, you know, everyone can have their own room if they want it. And then she had her best friend and her best friend's friend, but they decided, so that's what kind of makes me feel like the story is true about the Airbnb, because we were all supposed to stay at the Airbnb was like, it was really nice, levels. But the best friend and her friend didn't stay at the house. They stayed at like a Best Western or something else. So I didn't even end up meeting them till like 2 days later or something, child. I don't know. But, so that was that. What I can say about that experience is, would I do it again? I probably would, because I'm crazy. And I would go through all the motions again of, you know, being anxious, being nervous, being panicky, but I probably still would do it again because, you know, common sense ain't that common, I guess. But when I say the hospitality was phenomenal, I didn't have to come out of my pocket for anything once I actually got there. Like, I mean, of course, you know, the one day, the guys, as I call them, the guys, you know, brought us breakfast. I didn't have to pay to get in the hookah spot. The section that we had at the club was bomb, and that was a few $100s. I didn't have to pay for none of that. I mean, I guess maybe my $75 went to that, child. I don't know. I don't care. I didn't have to pay for that. When we had another section at this restaurant we went to called the Turkey Leg Hut, which was so good. I didn't even, like, it was so good. It was so good. The only thing I didn't like the mimosa we got, but other than that, it was so good. I didn't have to pay for that. We just, babe, this place is so popping. The line was wrapped around the building, but since we had a section, it was supposed to be a bunch of us, but some people, you know, went home. Some people were busy. I think the one cousin had work. So it ended up being just the girlfriend and her cousin at that dinner. The only thing that I did pay for is when we went to Juicy Crab. Juicy Crab is so bomb. I'm so mad we don't have stuff like that here. But when we went to Juicy Crab, I paid for my own meal there, and I really didn't have to. Let's be clear. But I paid for my own food there. But everything else, like I said, the club, the strip club, whatever, getting money to throw, I didn't have to pay for anything. So, was it worth it? Yes. Would I do it again? Yes. Because they know what Southern hospitality is, and I met some new people. So that was cool. And I would love to go back to Houston just to see more than the turn up scene per se, because I really didn't get to, like, I don't even know what their landmarks or their what are, because that wasn't this type of trip. This type of trip was literally turn up. They got a little tiffy with me because I don't do shots and stuff. And I was trying to, and I think they thought I was joking. Because even when we went to the store, I got me a bottle of wine. And she was like, oh, honey, in my real life, I'm not going to pretend because I'm here with y'all. In my real life, the people that I hung out with know I don't do shots and stuff like that. Like, I am a lightweight. Like, I'm going to keep it cute. I'm going to keep it classy. And I'm definitely going to be on my P's and Q's in a foreign land with strangers. Y'all are all strangers to me at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? So I just don't do that. I see you like juice and you like fruity, and even our wine preferences were different. She's like, oh, I do not like sweet. I like bitter and dry when it comes to wine. Cause I was like, you're more than welcome to this wine. Like, she had bought, like I said, champagne for the mimosas and stuff like that. You know, that's taking shots. We was having a good time. And I was like, oh no, I want it to be so fruity and so sweet if I am drinking anything outside of wine. And even my wine, I want it to be sweet. I want it to be to the point that I don't realize that I'm drinking liquor. Like, I don't like the way like, I'm not just gonna be, those days are over, baby girl. I don't even know how I did that when I was younger. Like, don't tell my mom, but honey, we was drinking when I was younger. Like, no, I'm past that. No, and I had actually stopped drinking and everything once I found out that I was pregnant with my son, because I need to be in a clear state of mind to function and take care of this little human life that I got. So I didn't drink for, oh my God. It was like, I didn't even drink in college. That's where you go to drink. I didn't drink until after I had already graduated and I went back up there for like a homecoming or something. And that was a flipping disaster because I got so tore down that I couldn't even go to the last party that I had paid and bought my ticket for. So they end up getting me for my ticket, like, oh, you don't need this, I'll take it. Like, I was so done. Like, I can't drink like that. I'm a lightweight. So anyway, I'm trying to think, did I leave anything out? Like, it was just cool. It was cool vibes. You know, being with the guys and the girls, I felt super protected. Like, I felt like they got me. You know, like, we was really a unit. Like, I didn't have to. That could have been that might not have been necessarily good though for the outside, for guys who's wanting to talk, looking in like, oh, that must be her dude. Cause you know, we dancing and I'm dancing with everyone though, you know, but I don't know if that wasn't necessarily a good thing, but other than that, I felt it was definitely a vibe. I definitely had a good time. There was only one incident that was like, so her best friend's girlfriend, right? She got so tore down. Like, I guess she was trying to show off for the boys. I don't know. When they finally came to the house and I finally met them, she's like, oh, I want a shot. So she keeps throwing back shots. And I'm like, is she young? I just kept saying, is she young? She has to be young. They're like, she ain't that motherfucking young. She should know better. So she got so drunk to the point that she's grind. And I thought I got footage of it. If I do, I'll insert it because I don't care. I don't know that girl. But I don't think I did. I think that was God saving her from me, because I would have definitely uploaded it. But she was grinding on, because before we taking, whose truck we taking, who's this. So they're like, oh, we're going with the guys. We're like, okay, we don't give a bye. You know, knock yourself out, you know. So they go with the guys. We get to the club first. We go in the section, blah, blah, blah. She's so drunk that she's humping, like dry humping, grinding, on one of the guys we were with. And then she starts grinding and humping and jumping, literally jumping up on the guys in the other sect. Like, I was so, it was so disgusting. She had on like these little heels or whatever. She had to go to the bathroom or something. She ends up leaving, going to the bathroom without no flipping shoes on. That is clubbing 101, baby girl. You don't do that. That is so tacky. But that's how drunk and belligerent she was. She ended up sleeping with one of the guys, I want to say in the bathroom. Then they end up doing it like, you just met him. Just like I just met him. This is what you do when you go out. And the funny thing is about that, when I finally did talk to a few of my friends, they're like, oh, I hope you get some. Get some what? Some money? Some conversation? A phone number? I'm not sleeping with strangers. I'm not. I'm just not. Yeah. Sorry. They're like, oh, no, I'm not. But she must have heard what my friends were saying, even though she don't know me or my friend. She must have felt the spirit or something, because baby girl was on it. She was so club because they had to babysit her now. We didn't know where they were at, her and the one guy. They disappeared. And the best friend's like, oh, I want to go to the strip club too. No, baby girl, you need to go and tend to your friend. I know you can't tell people what to do, but you shouldn't allow her to do all of that, because he can't walk her into the hotel with her pissy drunk like that. That's a rape charge waiting to happen. All it takes is for her to wake up and be like, oh my God, what? No, who are you? No. And now he's on camera walking her in. We not doing that, because I was hanging with educated, professional men who obviously like to turn up, you know, a little bit on the side. But no, these men have something to live for, and something they have something to lose. So you need to go get your drunk girlfriend. I mean, it was just, I'm so mad. I really don't think I had footage. It was so trifling. I was so disgusted. Like, you don't act like that around company, around strangers. So the birthday girl, she cussed her best friend clean out. She said, oh, you know me, baby girl. You know, I don't get down. She can never come around me ever again. Like, everybody was just so disgusted. Like, she was just doing too much, too much. Felt like insecure. Like, she was really, really flighty. Even when she came in and finally got introduced to us, she's looking around, doing all this instead. Sis, give me eye contact. Say hello. Like, what's wrong with you? So I was just over her anyway. Girl, bye. But I'm going to have to get the footage together. I'm still trying to cut out some stuff and try to find a way to fill in some other things. But I really, really had a great time. And yeah, I would do it again. Pray for me, y'all. Because no, for real, sex trafficking is real. Human trafficking is real. And that's crazy. And then ironically, I'm sorry, one more thing before I go. This video is extremely long. But so her mom, like I said, I became cool with the daughter, and the mom is cool with my mom. She happened to be flying through for whatever reason, for work or something. And she was like, I'm going to stop in for some dinner. I said, oh, Mom, I'm crashing y'all dinner. So it ended up being like more so like lunch though, but I crashed the dinner, so I was so excited. I got to hang out, you know, with her mom, with the birthday girl's mom, and her birthday's coming up, and she invited us back to New Orleans. She's like, I'm gonna do a few things for my birthday. She's like, but I'm kicking it off in New Orleans. Y'all need to come. And where else did she say she wanted to go? She said she either wanted to go to like Mexico or Greece, and my mom was like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh no, because I have to get trips together for the new year. I can't go nowhere else this year unless somebody else is literally paying for everything. I can't go anywhere else this year on my dime. Even though I'm like, oh, one more trip, one more quick trip. But yeah, so her mom was in town. We got to hang out. We went mother-daughter duo. I'm like, oh, I hope I could be your bestie, Mom. But my mom's like, yeah, you know, I'm always open. My mom's just like me, open for new friends and stuff like that. It's just that my mom doesn't drink at all. My mom doesn't drink. My mom doesn't smoke. Like, my mom doesn't do any of those things. But as live as she is and how much everyone loves her without doing all of that, listen, she's the life of the party. She doesn't need that. She's high off of life. She's drunk off of life, you know? But this is where I'm going to love you and leave you guys, because I'm super long-winded. Before I talk anymore, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, share with your friends, your family, those you know, those you do not know, and be sure to subscribe on your way out. And until next time, peace. But thank you again so much for watching. Please make sure that you like, you comment, most definitely subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye.